right, you guys, let's show some love for David Smith.
First time got here, so be gentle. Recently divorced, recently turned 40, and I said, what's better for my self-esteem than standing in front of 40 people and tell jokes? So now I have something in common with Tiger Woods. I'm divorced and I've got a pop blonde chick pissed off at me, so that's nice. And I play shitty golf. Finally. So I was raised by a Marine dad. Anybody raised as an Army brat, Marine brat here? No, different world. Different world. If you've ever had your dad comment on your shooting techniques, you know, I get in trouble. I get dragged over to my house, and the neighbor said, "Your son was shooting my daughter with a BB gun." And he said, "From where?" He said, "Well, he was on top of the garage, and he was shooting my daughter in the street." He said, "Well, that's about 50 feet. That's a pretty good shot." Where were you aiming? He said, "Well, I was aiming, you know, for a breast." He goes, "Where'd you hit?" "Oh, I hit in the lower tit." He goes, "Good shot." Get in trouble at school. Did you start the fight? No. Did you throw the last punch? Yes. Good job. So, different world to play with. Different world. So recently divorced, and I started doing this Match.com stuff because a friend recommended it. Not too thrilled about it, because when you start getting into the usernames, I think it tells a lot about the girl. You know, Georgia Girl 444. Okay, not too creative, pretty simplistic. I mean, better than Georgia Girl 666, but you know, not too bad. Simply Cashmere just translates to bitch, right? Simply, no. And then the girls that say, well, you know, what's your hot spot? Well, I love going to Ireland. I like to go to Fiji. It's like, look, the furthest we're going is Applebee's. Okay? The only island place we're going is Bahama Breeze, right? That's the furthest island I'm taking you to until we get to know each other. And then you get girls, the usernames that say, you know, treat me like a whore 42. That's a little too much, right? No. Plus, are there 41 other girls? And can I run a search on that? Can I get that list? So my world's a little turned upside down right now, and I'm looking back, you know, like they said, my dad raised us a little oddly, and when I got the sex talk, you know, it's him tossing me a Hustler magazine and saying, read through it and come back with any questions. And I'm like, Dad, I kind of read that before. Could you give me another one? And then so the night he actually told me the story, you know, told me the whole tale, I got really, you know, he was really drunk. He was telling me, flipping through the Hustler magazine, pointing out body parts. I'm like, that's kind of weird, Dad. And then he segued for some reason into telling me a story about Abraham Lincoln. True freaking story here. And so now every time I make exact change and I pull like 3 pennies out, I get chubby. It's kind of odd. You like that? All right. Talk to you later. So yeah, I sort of a dorky white guy thing going on. I go in to get a haircut, and I sit down, I'm like, well, how do you like it? Dorky white guy? And they know what I'm talking about, right? Just give me the George Bush, give me the Al Gore. Come on. Sad but true. So I'm forgetting my next transition. And I understand what I'm dating, you know. I'm starting a date, had a date last Sunday, it went fairly well. I was called intellectually handsome. What the fuck does that mean? You're fat and funny. You're pretty smart. I'm not gonna sleep with you. But that's okay. You're intellectually handsome. I'm not gonna chalk that up to a negative. So we're continuing to look for dates. I've got friends of mine that are looking to find dates for me, and they said, "What's your absolute maximum for age?" Like, what do you mean? They're like, "Well, would you date a 50-year-old?" Like, I don't know. How do you evaluate that? Is she somebody you'd go out with? No. Is she attractive? Not really. Are you saying that's all I can get? Yeah. Yeah. Old ladies is what you need to go for. You're not the young hip type anymore. And I found that out because I took my daughter to a Justin Bieber concert 2 weeks ago. Honest to God, true story. You want to feel like a pedophile, by the way? Go to a Justin Bieber concert. Because you're judging the girls going, please be 18, please be 18. Oh, for God. And then you see, I'm looking out to find other guys. And I see two guys together. And my daughter sees them. And she goes, oh, look, two daddies are here. I wonder where their daughters are. Nowhere to be found. Right? Nowhere to be found. Well, that's all I've got, guys. Thanks.
You guys, keep it going for David. David, was this your first time performing here ever?
Ever.
Wow, give it up for David Smith. Good job. That was great. You did a very awesome job. So you did very well. So kudos and all that kind of fun stuff. And sorry about your divorce and whatnot, but you did a great job. So if that's any reconciliation, you have a home here at the Laughing Skull Lounge. And you did a great job. One more time for David, everybody. Good job.